breaking news of an attack on U.S. soil just coming out in the past hour. Now, I'm taking a look at the headlines. This is spreading all across the news outlets. You'll be able to see this here. All you have to do is Google what just took place. 36 minutes ago from Fox News, 32 minutes ago from San Diego, news in Philadelphia 26 minutes ago. And here's a headline coming out that says, New York vehicle explosion at Rainbow Bridge border crossing in an attempt at a terrorist attack, sources say. And they are saying that this was a border crossing attempt. There was an explosion that took place. Here's another one that says 2 are no longer living in an attempted terror attack on Rainbow Bridge. Car entering the U.S. from Canada explodes at iconic Niagara Falls crossing, ending the lives of 2 occupants inside. And sources are saying that this was another, what they were saying, attempt attack that was coming across into the U.S., into New York. And this comes as last week, I let you know that FBI Director Wray warned again that there were potential attacks coming in various forms. I also shared with you that specifically New York has been a major target, and we've heard that there have been so many they're unable to locate the specific locations. However, I just shared with you a map that was actually released by pro-Palestinian groups marking targets and locations, and then this happening today, and now we're receiving word as well. Now, this just came out actually on Monday. Escalating violence in Gaza is increasing the chatter of possible attacks to specifically New York, intelligence reports say. And then just an hour ago today, right now, there was an explosion at the border coming into New York. They're saying that it was a failed attack attempt that was about to take place, exploded at the border. Now, I'm going to give you the latest information coming out on this. And as you guys know, I always cite the sources. All these articles are linked in the description below. But before I go too much further, let me just check. Can everybody hear me and see me okay? I see we've got 1,161 people on with me. Can you hear me and see me okay? I see the comments coming in. Let's see here. Build.wall says Dean. Southern Gaza says yes, okay. Yes says Chris. Yes says okay, great. People can hear me and see me okay. I'm going to get you the latest information coming out on this. And this is, I know, not what anybody wants to hear. We've been hearing warnings of this. I've been reporting on this to you guys. We heard from the FBI that there were attacks coming. We received a list. I reported to you the list, even though the information had not even been released yet. Athena, thank you for the super chat. I hope the information is helpful. And I shared with you guys that we received that map that was briefly on social media. I screen shared it for you, giving various locations. A lot of people said it looked like it was targeting Manhattan and Times Square, various news outlets and platforms they were saying that were against the Palestinian people. Now, in addition to that, this coming out today, and this is pretty incredible, and they are saying that this, they do believe, was tied to an attempt for a terrorist attack against New York. And I saw a lot of people saying that they didn't think that it was coming. But my thought is this: why would they be vocalizing this? If we've had sleeper cells that they've known of for years and they've been watching them, they believe there's coordinated attacks, why are they leaking out the information now? In my thought, it would be simply because they believe that we're at the point of no return. It's maybe to the place where there's nothing that they can do to stop it. Do me a favor. If you agree, if you think that these are coming, put a 1. If you think no, that this is not coming, that this is false information, put a 2. I'd like to see people's thoughts, but I think that, because I see a lot of people skeptical about some of the information coming out, but guys, I mean, we're seeing this over and over. It's a repeated theme right now, and we're just seeing this happening in the past hour. And a lot of people are saying, I see the comment just coming in from Amy to shut down the border. This one actually came from the north, came from Canada down into New York, the explosion that took place. So yeah, and do me a favor, we've got about 1,491 people in the room. If you appreciate the updates live, this is just happening right now, just in the past hour. Hit the like button for me. All it does is spread it out on YouTube so that way more people can get this up-to-date information. Please share this out. And also, I've mentioned this before. Darlene Snyder, thank you for that. I appreciate the super chat. I've mentioned this before. If you are in New York or you have people in New York, please share this to them, because New York is a major target. We're hearing this coming out from the FBI. We're getting maps, and now this just happening at the border right now in the past hour, the explosion that took place. It was a car explosive, probably electrical, not a explosive. So Jen, that's not what we're hearing. The news outlets are saying that, sources are saying that it was an attempt that was coming, but it detonated on its way in. Now, we'll see. If information changes on it, I'll let you know. But I've got several articles coming out here that I've seen that are saying that, no, this was, they believe, an attack, a terrorist attack. They're saying attempt that was coming. And I've heard a lot of people say this. Why are they saying this right before the holidays? Please be aware of your surroundings if you're planning to do family gatherings in large crowds. We're hearing that there could be potential hits coming, and I think that we should use the most precaution that we can at these times, guys, because, I mean, tomorrow is Thanksgiving. There's a Macy's Day Parade. There's Christmas and all that stuff, and all these things that are going to be happening. And we're hearing that, you know, there are potential physical and also infrastructural attacks that the FBI is warning of. So please use caution. Let's see here. Yes, premature explosion. That is what we're hearing, is that this was a plan to bring this device over into the U.S. And that something happened actually that they didn't want to happen. This was what they're saying, a failed attempt at an attack. So anyways, like I said, do me a favor. We've got 1,686 people in the room. Smash the like button. Can I get 200 more people that have not yet done so but appreciate the updates to hit the like button? It just spreads it out. Share this out, especially to those in New York, as there are major warnings coming out. And if this is your first time here, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. I'll keep you up to speed on everything. Now, this is linked in the description below, and the article says, the FBI is currently investigating a vehicle explosion that took place on Wednesday today. This just happened about an hour ago at the Rainbow Bridge border crossing between the U.S. and Canada, and what sources tell Fox News was an attempted terrorist attack. So this is coming out from a couple different articles I'm going to share with you. They're saying that this was a terrorist attack attempt, but they wanted it to have more damage, but it failed. Explosives were in the vehicle at the time, and 2 people who were in the car are now no longer alive. The sources told Fox News. The border officers were injured as well. The vehicle was driving from the U.S. to Canada and were attempting to drive toward the border. Officer buildings, the sources said. All the bridges are closed in the area, and all the government buildings have evacuated, according to the sources. International border crossing points between Canada and Western New York are now closed after the reported incident, which has also injured at least one person, a 27-year-old male who was taken to the Niagara Falls Memorial Hospital with minor injuries, including back pain and minor cuts. His condition is not severe. Now, the FBI Buffalo field office is investigating a vehicle explosion at the Rainbow Bridge, a border crossing between the U.S. and Canada in Niagara Falls, the FBI said in a statement. It continued that the FBI is coordinating with our local, state, and federal law enforcement partners in this investigation, as this situation is very fluid. That's all we can say at this time. Let's see here. Now, I've got another article, and also we have information coming out from Kathy Hochul, the governor of New York, on this. They are saying they're going to be trying to do everything they can to stop these in preparation for more attack attempts coming to New York. 2 are no longer alive in an attempted terror attack at Rainbow Bridge. Car entering the U.S. from Canada. Okay, so it's entering the U.S. from Canada. That's what I thought, but it sounded like that other report I just read said from U.S. to Canada. It's U.S. coming into Canada. Canada coming into the U.S. It explodes at the iconic Niagara Falls crossing, ending the lives of 2 occupants. And it says, it is unclear if there are any other people that lost their lives, but at least one person has been injured. The city of Niagara Falls says that the explosion came from a car that was trying to enter the United States from Canada. The vehicle trying to enter the U.S. from Canada has exploded at the Rainbow Bridge at Niagara Falls, triggering an emergency response from the FBI Terrorism Task Force at this moment. It says, here we go. New York Governor Kathy Hochul said in a statement that the state police are working with the FBI Terrorism Task Force to investigate the incident right now. All 4 land border crossings between the U.S. and Canada have now been closed. I have been briefed on the situation that occurred at the Rainbow Bridge in Buffalo. At my direction, the New York Station Police is actively working with the FBI Joint Terrorism Task Force to monitor all points to entry in New York. I am traveling to Buffalo to meet with the law enforcement and emergency responders, and will update New Yorkers when more information becomes available. The FBI Buffalo field office is investigating a vehicle explosion at the Rainbow Bridge, a border crossing between the U.S. and Canada, Niagara Falls. The FBI is coordinating with our local, state, and federal law enforcement partners in this investigation. As this situation is very fluid, that's all that we can say at this time. This news is still developing, as this is just breaking news coming out. Also, we have here that they actually gave a warning just a couple days ago that tensions with the Middle East are increasing potential attacks in New York, intelligence reports. CBS News learned on Monday, 2 days ago, of an increased threat of possible terror attacks in New York, in the city, as a direct result of escalating violence in the Middle East. Governor Kathy Hochul is already taking credit to beef up security and increase staffing with the Joint Terrorism Task Force following new threats that are being assessed by the New York State Intelligence Center that violence in Gaza is driving chatter about targets in New York. I am working hard at a state level with the control I have. I'll be talking about this more tomorrow, so that was yesterday, about exactly what we're going to be doing and how many online threats we've uncovered, how many have been investigated, and what the outcome is. The governor spoke about new steps that she'll be taking to deal with the online threats and the radicalization, even as CBS News obtained new threat assessments which point to an increased terror threat to the state of New York. Wow. And as you guys can see, that was less than 48 hours ago, and now this hitting today. So pretty incredible news. Absolutely wild. Like I said, this just happened about an hour ago. Somebody is saying, why New York? Asked Deborah. New York, I'm not really sure why. And I shared with you the list of the cities that were presented. And they simply said that they were all over. Seems like they target major cities with high populations. Also, I heard a lot of people saying stuff about our military bases. And then New York, we just received word that there were so many that they couldn't map. Just the entire state was at high risk. And now we're also hearing that that now they're heightening the threat. They're saying major concern for New York, and then this happening today. Sandra says, thank you for keeping us updated. You are so welcome, Sandra. Let's see here. Lots of Jewish population in New York, says Esposito. Yes, that could be a major part of it as well. The local newses are not reporting on it yet. Let's say, like we're stupid, we can't handle it, says Carmen. Carmen, just go onto Google and literally type in explosion, breaking news, type in New York, type in Canada, Rainbow Road, Niagara Falls, explosion, any of those keywords. It's coming up all over. This just came out in the past hour of what's going on. Let's see here. New York, because the parade is going to be happening tomorrow, says Garains. Yes, that is my thought as well. I totally agree 100%. If you are planning to celebrate in areas that are in large crowds, please use caution right now. We are at a peak, concern right now. And this actually came out from FBI Director Wray. We heard a couple weeks ago. I shared it with you when it came out, but also on the 15th, 1 week ago today, Wednesday of last week, he was before the House Committee of Homeland Security and made a statement as well. I shared it with you. And again, he vocalized there is extreme concern right now with attacks on U.S. soil from Hamas and other terrorist groups with what's going on in the Middle East with the conflict. And he's saying that right now there are those sleeper cell groups all throughout cities around the nation, and they're concerned about coordinated efforts. But not just that, people that are inspired to go out and do physical attacks, but the actual organized groups they believe are looking to shut down infrastructure. And they said to please be on the lookout for our water systems, our electrical grids. And they're saying that if they took out the electrical grids, this could be devastating. In addition to that, also our airports. And that is why if you're traveling during these holiday times right now, please use the utmost caution. Try to avoid going out and traveling if you can, but if you've got plans already, please do so with caution. And like this just took place right now, they're actually saying that this, they believe, was an attempt, but it was something that they wanted to do maybe tomorrow or something on Thanksgiving Day, but it actually detonated, and it was a failed attack attempt that took place at the border coming into the U.S. So, man, it's incredible. Somebody saying that Rhonda is saying they need to declare a state of emergency for New York. Yeah, it's pretty intense right now. 2,277 people in the room. I know this is not the news that we want to hear, that there was just an attempted attack. But if you appreciate the updates, do me a favor, hit the like button. All it does is share this out on YouTube so more people can see what's going on. Somebody says that Newsmax is showing it live. Yes, so it is happening right now. Just to clarify, this is breaking news happening right now. This just hit in the past hour. The news articles are all just rolling out on this. We've been hearing warnings about attacks coming. They're saying that this was an attack that they believe was planned to be coming to the state of New York, but it detonated at the border. and that it was a failed terrorist attack attempt that just detonated. And so now New York is responding already. I just shared with you, Hutchell is saying she's working with the police. They're working with what was the name of that group again? Let me take a look here. She said she is working with the terrorist, what was that, attack attempt? What was the name of that group? I'm forgetting right now. If anybody remembers what it was, let me know. Kathy Hutchell is working with state police and the FBI Terrorism Task Force. So the FBI Terrorism Task Force is now on this as well, and we've been receiving warnings for them for quite some time. Jesus Lives is asking if it was Hamas. We're not sure. This just happened in the past hour. We don't have confirmation on who it was, but they are saying they believe that it was a terrorist attack attempt. And they are working with the terrorist groups right now. And this coming after we received several warnings in just the past 48 hours, and them saying, watch New York very carefully. So yeah, and you guys, I'll keep you up to date as more information unfolds on this. Do me a favor, if this is your first time here and you want to stay up to date and you appreciate the updates, hit subscribe and hit the like button. When you subscribe, it's totally free. I'll keep you up to speed on everything. And if you want to support the channel, I've added a join button. You can click it, become a member. You don't have to, but when you do that, all these articles that I'm referencing, they will pop up in your YouTube feed. So you can click on them. You'll just be right there. Click on it, take you right to the article. But if not, I cite all my sources. I always cite everything so that way you can see where I'm getting the information from, and they're linked in the description. So right underneath this, there's the title, and you click it and it'll drop down all of my articles. You can go read them for yourself. But right now, all you got to do is Google search it, because it is happening. It's popping up everywhere that this was a failed attack attempt here in New York. And this just came out, as I mentioned, maybe a little over an hour ago now. No, exactly an hour ago, this one came out. And I'm seeing these coming out from Fox 59, Fox 29, Fox 5, Fox News, KOKH, WTGS, Western Mass News. Somebody else said they're reporting on it live right now with Newsmax. So these are coming out everywhere. And this comes, as I mentioned, we received that pro-Palestinian group that marked various locations in New York City that they were targeting. And I shared that with you. They actually posted it on social media, telling everybody to pay attention. They said each of these locations on this map reflects a location of an office of an enemy of both Palestine and the people and the colonized people all over the world. Today and beyond, these locations will be the sites of popular mobilization in defense of our people. Athena Marie, thank you for the $2. I appreciate that. They also said, may this map serve as a call for every struggle to act in their own interest. So they're pretty much saying, here's the map of places we think are against Palestine in New York. Do what you will with it. As we do so, we uplift one another's struggles and free Palestine from the river to the sea, they said in their call to liberate Palestine and Hamas to eradicate Israel. And I'm not super familiar with New York, but I had a lot of people tell me that this is around Times Square. This is around Manhattan, all the locations on the map for the potential targets. And then this coming out today. And as I mentioned, 48 hours ago, Kathy Hutchell coming out and saying that they need to hunker down in New York because of attacks coming. And then this one just taking place in the past hour at the Rainbow Bridge in Niagara Falls. So things are shutting down. So yeah, somebody's saying it is a liberal hotspot. Somebody's saying it's Joe's spot. Biden, the gift that keeps giving, says the Watchman. Yes, I know a lot of people are saying, why are the borders wide open? Somebody's saying it's coming out in Houston news now. Yes, this is coming out all over this attack attempt that we've been hearing about for the past couple weeks that could be coming. Somebody says that Donald Trump did this. Chris Kylo says, reason New York causes major population and gets all the news people. NBC News is now reporting on it, says Maria. So we got on this before a lot of the news outlets have been reporting on it. This is live just in the past hour. Marine says, OMG, yes. This is very unfortunate news. Scott says CNN headlines coming out on it. Yes, it's coming out all over the news, you guys. So like I said, I want to share with you the breaking news so you're in the know of what's taking place. We don't have all the information just yet. Somebody saying always stay aware of your surroundings. Yes, close the borders, says Brenda. Totally agree. But here's the thing, Brenda. They're saying they're already here. They're saying that it's too late now. And actually, let me know your thoughts on this. I believe that there's a whole lot more going on than they tell us. They don't share all of their intelligence with us because I remember reporting on this. And let me know if you remember this as well. 4 days before the attack on Israel on October 7th, President Joe Biden came out and made an executive order saying, build the wall. And it was shocking. Everyone was like, what is going on? Because he had been saying there won't be a wall. We're stopping Trump's wall. We don't need it. Like all these things. 4 days before, he says, build the wall. And he said, I'm not waiting for Congress, executive order funding to build the wall now. So it kind of makes me feel like they already knew something was coming on the way. But at this point, it's too late. I still believe that we should build the wall. But I think at this point, they're already here. So I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. Do you think that that the wall will help? I mean, I think it'll stop people, but I think at this point they're already here. Do me a favor, and that's what we're hearing from the FBI. Put a 1 if you think that they're already here. Put a 2 if you think no, they're not here yet. Build the wall because it'll stop it. Let me know your thoughts. But Biden said build the wall, and he did an executive order. But yeah, okay. So the vast majority of people agree with me. They're already here. So I still think that we should do the wall to deter any, further people coming in across the border. But at this point, I think that all the warnings that are coming in, I think that the pieces are already positioned and they know that they're prepping to make a move. And it's to the point, I think, where they know that they can't stop it. So they're simply coming out and vocalizing the warning to people so that way we're not caught off guard. That is just my personal opinion. I might be wrong, but we're seeing this unfolding today. And this, like I said, breaking news coming out. Somebody's saying, yes, build the wall. Let's see here. Somebody's saying, build the wall. We need prevention. A lot of people are saying that they're already here, though. But yes, build the wall. Okay, so a lot of people feeling the same way. Somebody's saying, cancel the parade. Yeah, it's very unfortunate because, people want to celebrate the holidays, yet at the same time with everything that's going on with the conflicts in our world. I personally, actually had a conversation with my family today. Like, you know what? We're not going to live in fear. We're going to live our lives. But at the same time, we're avoiding crowds. I see Crystal saying, stay away from crowds. I agree 100% right now. And I know the preppers are prepping right now and the prayer warriors are praying because, we're hearing lots of warnings that something's coming and we will see. And right now it's the holiday time as well, where I feel like a lot of people are not, on guard. There's so many things going on and they're thinking about the holiday season. Somebody's saying World War III. Yeah. And, I've actually heard people say that what's going on right now, it has not been officially declared, but it feels like we're already in World War III. Like there's already these secretive attacks taking place. There's these proxies that are being shot down. We're going back and forth after each other, us with Iran, Ukraine with Russia, and Israel with Hamas. And it just feels like things are intensifying bit by bit. And it's just, we have not officially declared it, but it feels like we're already here in World War III. If you feel like we're already in it, put a 3. Put a 3 if you think that World War III has already started. It's just not official. Put a 4 if you think, no, we still can detour this. Let me know your thoughts. I see a couple 3s coming in. Yeah, people are saying it's already here. We're already here. I see a 4. Somebody's saying, no, we can stop this. We can avoid it. And I think that's what we're trying to do at this time is because the U.S. is getting hit all the time, every day. 66 attacks as of today against U.S. troops in the Middle East. But they're saying that the reason why a lot of people are saying that the response is weak from Biden is because they're trying to not have things escalate to the point where we actually have to officially declare a war. But we'll see. Let's see. Wars aren't declared anymore. Chess, not checkers, says Weary. Yeah, we have not seen any official declaration, although we did see that from Yemen. Yemen literally came out and they declared war against Israel. Wow, 2,389 people, almost 2,400 people in the room. Do me a favor if you haven't already and you appreciate the breaking news updates on this attack that we just received. I know it's not what anybody wants to hear, but if you appreciate the news, do me a favor. Hit the like button if you have not done so already. Can we get 250 people in the room that have not done so to hit the like button? If so, that would just push it up to 2,000 and it just shares it out more. I would appreciate it. Somebody, Keisha Wagner says, don't be scared, be prepared. I totally agree. Be prepared. Get yourself and your family ready. If there's going to be infrastructural attacks against our systems, get water, get flashlights, get batteries, get backup generators, get additional canned food, things that will last a long time. Prepare for what could be coming. Somebody says, let's see here, Eagle Star says, you mentioned Dark Winter in a previous stream along with the Directive 51. Check it out. I don't recall the specific wording that you're using. However, yes, I think you're talking about, what was the name of the group? It's the name of the group I shared with you guys. I didn't want to share too much of the verbiage on the actual live stream, but it's the group that the FBI is watching right now and the plans that they're having to have sleeper cells enter into the U.S. Go check that out if you missed it. It was a live stream. And I also did a video on it with footage that I put on the screen because there's certain things that I don't want to say because I don't want things to get triggered on the platform. But I try to communicate as best I can to you what's going on without causing any potential issues for the platform. Let's see here. Someone says, bug out the bag. The draft will build up the military force. Pamela Dean, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that. Thank you very kindly. And somebody asking about the military force. We heard that if World War III were to take place, that our reserves are 1/10 of what they were back when we had the last draft. And they're saying that we would probably need it. It was incredible. I shared a video with you on my channel. Check it out if you missed it. It was absolutely insane. Blackcard gifted 5 Steve Ram memberships. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate the support. For those of you that want to support the channel, if you become a member, all of the sources now pop up in your YouTube feed, and I see those already went out. Wow, thank you so much. All those are taken up now. Ted Jones, Melissa, Mark, Anthony, and SJ Howard, welcome to the membership. And what you will now see is all of my sources for every video. They will pop up in your YouTube feed. I cite all of them anyways. They're in the description. But now they'll pop up in your feed, and you'll be able to just click them and go right to them. Somebody says, upon the last believer of the book, my halo within. Yes, and if you're referencing the Bible, if you're a believer and you're wondering about the signs of the times and the ends and how this stuff is going to be going on, again, go subscribe to my pastor's channel. He has a gift of prophecy. Somebody asked, does he consider himself, or do I consider him a modern day prophet? Yeah, I would say so. So check out his channel, Jason Sisko. And also, too, I've got another buddy that is tied into the crypto and what's going to be happening with our money system. A lot of people are saying by the year 2030, things are going to be changing extensively. If you're interested in prophetic word and what the Bible has to say, I'm going to be bringing them on the channel as well, and you can check them out. But on here, I'm not going to be sharing that stuff so much. I believe in all that, but I'm going to be just sharing with you the latest news so that way you can know what's going on. Big John LP, welcome to the membership. Thank you for joining. Now all of the sources will pop up in your feed. And thank you for the support for the channel. I really appreciate it. I hope that the content is helpful for you guys. Big John LP, thank you for the $2 as well. I really appreciate it. Let's see here. Any other questions I can help with? Somebody said, please drop the link. Okay, I will. So let me give you the link to my pastor's channel. You can check him out if you like. His first video is going to be coming out tomorrow. So if you join the channel today, there will be no video footage on it. However, it will be coming out the first video tomorrow. Let's see here. Actually, I see there is an introduction to Prayer Nation. That is the name of his group. Let me go ahead and copy the link. I'm going to drop it in right now, and I'm going to pin it so that way you can check it out if you like. There it is. Message is now pinned if you'd like to check out his channel. And he's going to be breaking down what the Bible has to say, current events, prophecy, and how things are likely going to be unfolding according to the Bible. And I know there's a lot of people on here that are believers and that follow the Bible and that are into that and know what's going on. I see it all the time. Put a 1 for me if that is you. I'd like to see how many people are on with me live that are believers, that believe we're in the end times, the last days. Put a 1 if that is you. Put a 2 if that's not you. If you think, no, that I'm not really into that, I'm mostly here for the news. And that's totally fine as well. And that is exactly what you're going to be getting from me here on this channel. But if you're into that, you can go check out his channel. It is pinned right here. Ryan Woodridge, thank you so much. Hi, bro. What is the status of, oh, where did it go? What is the status on 2 check for December for Social Security of SSI? Is The Rock running for president? Ryan, yes, I reported on that to you live yesterday. So SSI for December, you're going to get 2 checks, but it's not a bonus check. It's not a Christmas check. I just wanted to make sure people didn't get that confused. It is your January check early, and it will have the cost of living adjustment increase included in it as well. And yes, I have heard, I don't know if it's real, that The Rock said that he will be running for president. I don't know if it's real or not. I'll check for you guys. Black Cat, thank you for adding more members to the channel. Welcome to the channel, you guys. Big John JP, thank $20. Oh my goodness, thank you. You are so generous. I appreciate that. You are amazing. Jesus is my rock, $4.99. Thank you so much. I appreciate that as well. And Kathy, Kenzie, Martin, Wesley, welcome KM to the membership for the channel. Yes, so I don't know if it's real or not. Let me do some more research on it. But I saw a headline that said The Rock said that he's going to be running for president. And even though he's a registered Democrat and he has liberal perspectives, he's saying that he's going to run as a Republican so that way he can go against Trump and try to knock him out. Let me know your thoughts, though. Now, I did in that live a poll, and the vast majority of people said they would pick Trump over The Rock. But what if The Rock went up against Biden? I think that right now, Biden's approval rating is so low, The Rock might have a better chance if he just ran as a Democrat and he ran against Biden and then tried to run against The Rock or tried to run against Trump later. People are saying Rock has no chance. I see that. Bonnie says that. I'll vote for The Rock, Dwayne Johnson any day, says Melissa. Karen says no Rock. Steven says never. Carol is saying Trump. Yeah, so I don't know. That's just what I heard. We'll see, and I'll let you guys know whatever happens. Wow, almost 2,400 people with me live in the room, 2,253 likes. Can I get just 100 people to smash the like button? Can we get the likes to match the people in the room? If you haven't done so and you appreciate the updates, please do so. It just helps out the channel, just spreads this out, lets YouTube know that you like this, and it keeps going out. Let's see here. No to Biden. Somebody saying Trump says Jesus is one. He is the king, says Paul. Paul, I agree with you 100%. Like I said, if you want to check out my pastor's channel, it is pinned in the comment section for you. And I see he just gained like 20 subscribers. Very cool. Your pastor did his first video, says Christy, yesterday. Yeah, I see he did an introduction to Prayer Nation. So he has a network of people that he prays with around the world. And they are all trying to gather together and do prayer for the world. And they call it Prayer Nation, praying for our world, praying for all the spreading of the gospel, and just focusing on how can we spread the gospel further out and pray for what is going on, pushing back the darkness, trying to push forward God's will on earth. So, yeah, for those of you that are interested, check that out. Prayer Nation, says Melissa B. Yes, it's called Prayer Nation. And he is powerful man of God, incredible prophet. And I love listening to him every Sunday. He's very powerful, an incredible, inspiring, positive individual. Thank you for your reporting, says Lexi. You are very welcome, Lexi. So you guys, Ram Fam is the real news, says Stairway. Thank you so much, Stairway. Yes, as stuff comes out, I'll keep you up to date. I will post all of the stuff. I'll cite all my sources so you know what's the latest. Make sure that you guys know what's going on. So with that being said, though, thank you for joining me. Hit the like if you haven't. Subscribe if you want to join and stay up to date. It's totally free. Jesus is the answer, says Holly. I agree with you 100%. And if you want to support the channel and become a member, you can hit the join button, and then all of my sources pop up in your feed. And I always say, don't just listen to anybody, just believing them 100%. I try to cite my sources so you guys can see it for yourself. You can read them and know that it's the latest. But you guys, thank you so much for joining me. Check out my pastor's channel if you're interested, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. As more information comes out on this failed attempted terrorist attack in New York, I'll keep you guys up to date. Thank you so much for joining me. God bless. Have a happy Thanksgiving. This is Steve.